here in the summer. The other thing is curly hair is naturally more dry anyway, and I've learned with my particular hair type from my hairdresser that my hair doesn't like to be wet for very long, so it'll dry off really quickly. So I'm curious to see what the results are with this. So you can either apply it for day or for night, so you can leave it on for a few minutes and then wash it out, or you can leave it on overnight. I'm going to leave it on overnight because I'm curious. I'm going to leave it on over the results are going to be, and how it's going to affect my hair's softness. And the biggest one for me is keeping it moisturised, because our hair's like Cassandra and Doctor Who, moisturise me. Our hair always wants to be moisturised. Another thing to note about this product is that it's a Pro V formula, so it's the same Pro V formula as the curl cream that is also heat activated. So this has active Nutriplex technology to keep out humidity and lock in moisture. So we want all the moisture we can get, and I think this is going to be really helpful for that, especially as we're going to be having heat styling on my hair tomorrow for Miss Great Britain Hampshire. So it's exciting, I can't believe it. So this is, let's do it now. So this is the colour. It's like a candy cotton pink. I've always liked the smell of conditioner. It pretty much smells the same as every conditioner I can think of, but it has a slight kind of fruity scent to it. It's the same colour as the curl cream. So all we're going to do is get my hair wet, and then we're going to, because they say you need your hair damp, so I am using an empty spray bottle and I am spritzing my hair down. So we have a soaking hair. You know, a lot more, and especially with my hair type, if you're anything like me, where you have naturally curly hair or hair that's naturally drier, or it doesn't stay wet for very long, you need a lot more water on it than other hair types, so you want your hair absolutely soaking. Now that we have wet hair, I'm going to be, so that you apply it to the ends to midsection, and we're just going to apply the mask on my hair. So I'm curious about what the results are going to be. So normally I just leave on a hair mask for a couple of minutes and then I'll wash it out. But in this case, we're going to leave it on overnight, and I'm curious to see what the results are. So I'm applying that root to midsection, just smothering it. Keratin is such a great product to have in a hair mask. I would highly recommend having keratin in your hair products, because it's going to deeply nourish and moisturize your hair. But the biggest one is it's going to protect your hair strands. So when you've got that heat and humidity, you want your hair protected from the sun. Think of it like sun cream. So always think about SPF for your hair. Think about applying the equivalent of SPF to your hair, unless you want it to be naturally lighter this time of year. But I would highly recommend protecting your hair from heat damage, especially if you're going to be using styling tools. It's a really good idea to protect your hair from the heat. So they say just to apply it to kind of the ends to midsection, but with a hair mask you tend to want to go all over. You might want to avoid the roots because it gets a bit sticky when you apply a hair mask to the roots. So I'm not going to go all the way to the top. I'm just going to go round the back, and then I'm going to go to about here. You also don't want too much product build up on your scalp, so going this far up is a good idea. So there we go. What I'm going to do now is I have somewhere around here, I have a satiny hair bonnet. I'll have a look for it. And I'm literally just going to put my hair in a little pom-pom. So that's when you twist it, put it in a big old messy bun, put the satiny cap on top, and then I'm going to let my curls soak, and I'm going to wash this out tomorrow morning before the big day. Oh my goodness, we have an early start tomorrow, so it's a lot to prepare for. But I've done all the prep work now, so it's kind of relief. It's been an awful lot. And I'll show you the results tomorrow.